Shady, you're very giddy. Why? They got one.
They got one.
We got one!
April 3rd, I'm telling y'all right now, Joe Milton will be the next starting quarterback for the Cowboys.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The Cowboys' next starting quarterback, it might not be this year, but next year it might be the year. He will be the next starting quarterback for the Cowboys.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
How about them Cowboys?
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. And I got to go back to my roots, Cowboys Nation. In this video, I got to go back to how it all began. How the Angry Cowboys fan YouTube channel came into existence. As everybody knows, the Dallas Cowboys made a great trade with the New England Patriots for quarterback Joe Milton III. The trade was a 5th-round compensatory pick from the Dallas Cowboys, and in return, the Dallas Cowboys would receive Joe Milton and a 7th-round draft pick from the New England Patriots. That was a great trade, in my opinion, but I ended that video with a proclamation, Cowboys Nation. I ended it with a prediction that people would start comparing Dak Prescott and Joe Milton, and that the ones who want Dak Prescott gone would be talking about how Dak Prescott needs to watch his back because Joe Milton is coming for his job. It didn't take the crew of the facility long to jump on the bandwagon and prove me right, Cowboys Nation. I mean, to keep it a buck, there's some other Cowboys fans who have proven me right as well, but I had to take a listen to what Shady McCoy, Emmanuel Acho, Chase Daniel, and James Jones had to say in yesterday's episode. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to Shady McCoy talk about his predictions for Dak Prescott after the Joe Milton trade.
Mr. Joey here needs the opportunity. Because he showed me in the preseason that he was good.
Yeah.
He showed me in college that he was good. Yeah. Now you playing a real game, he was good. He's a good player. When dudes like this don't get, like, when people was asking and inquiring about him, can we get him, they're like, why do you want this dude? He doesn't even have no real stats. Because they know how good he is, they know how talented he is. The whole block, we talked about talent. When you get this talented brother in the building, I guarantee he's going to make some noise. He's going to play. Look, if Dak Prescott, man, I don't even want to jinx it, but I'm going to say it. No. If Dak Prescott has another Dak Prescott episode where he plays well in the regular season and, he goes for that 2 playoff wins in 9 years, when he has that type of moment like he's been doing, Joey going to step in there. And you think Tony Romo lost his job to Dak? Watch how this thing unfold. When you make $60 million a year and Joey come over there 5th pick when he trade for 5th pick or something like that?
5th round, yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't think it means anything for Dak Prescott right now.
Okay.
I don't think it means anything for Dak Prescott
This year.
I mean, Shady, what if Dak Prescott has a Dak Prescott moment? What if he balls out in the regular season but doesn't ball out in the playoffs? You think Joe Milton's going to take his job? You know what, Shady McCoy? If that happens and Joe Milton comes and balls out, guess what? Us Cowboys fans don't give a damn. If Joe Milton comes out and balls out, something happens to Dak Prescott and Joe Milton comes in, takes us to an NFC championship game, we are happier than a pig in shit. But to keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation, after becoming a Dallas Cowboys content creator, I have seen a lot of people who despise another human being for absolutely no reason. I mean, Shady McCoy relishes in the downfall of Dak Prescott. I have never understood how a person could hate somebody that they have a 0 interest in, that they have 0 stake in, that they don't even know in real life. I mean, it's like Dak Prescott stole Shady McCoy's wife or something. Like Dak Prescott was the reason why the Philadelphia Eagles traded Shady McCoy. Contrary to popular beliefs, he had absolutely nothing to do with it, Shady. But I would like to dive deep down in the reason why Shady McCoy has such an invested hatred for Dak Prescott, because it's not a Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Cowboys thing. It's something different, Cowboys Nation. But jumping into the second clip that I got for y'all, James Jones gives his perspective about the trade. So let's take a listen to what James Jones had to say so we can come back and talk about it. Roll the clip.
When Dak Prescott is injured and plays at a very high level, because Dak, that's how you won your job from Tony Romo. He was injured with his back. And you came in there with a good team and won football games. If Joe comes into this game and Dak Prescott gets hurt, and he plays well like he did in the game he played in New England, we've seen everything we needed to see. That's why they traded for him. We've seen him move. We've seen him get outside the pocket. We've seen him throw in the pocket. And we've seen him make the wow factor plays, the special plays. If he comes into the football game and he plays like that, Dak Prescott will probably be in his last year with the Dallas Cowboys if he does not play the whole year this year and shows that he can win in the playoffs. I'm telling you right now, I believe Joe was that good. I do. If Dak Prescott gets hurt and the young bull comes into the game and he plays, I think he's going to raise eyebrows to life. Should we be paying Dak Prescott $60 million, or should we try to trade him right now and get this young bull in the game and be able to spend money elsewhere?
Young bull? For real, James Jones? Young bull? I mean, I ain't hear anybody from Cali call another person a young bull. I mean, I thought that was a Pennsylvania thing. I get it. I see who your running mate is. I see who your coworker is. That's why you're saying young bull. But anyway, he's speaking facts about this, Cowboys Nation. He's speaking facts when it comes to Dak Prescott and his job. He did take it from Tony Romo. He did take it while Tony Romo was injured. History does have a tendency in repeating itself, but damn, James Jones. Nobody was calling for Dak Prescott to take over Tony Romo's position. Nobody was making the drafting of Dak Prescott a controversy with Tony Romo, were they? No one was betting on Tony Romo losing his job to Dak Prescott. To my knowledge, no one was secretly wishing injury on Tony Romo. Between his back and his collarbone, Tony Romo couldn't stay healthy. But I don't understand talking heads or some Cowboys fans begging to replace Dak Prescott, hoping for an injury with Dak Prescott. Dak gets this every single day by some fans of the Dallas Cowboys and by the fans of every other team. It's gonna get a little spicy during this Raw and Uncut, so make sure you stick around for it. But in the last clip that I got for you, Emmanuel Acho asked the quarterback of the panel what he thought about the move by the Dallas Cowboys, but Shady McCoy, he interjects with his expertise. So let's take a listen to that so we can come back and unpack this Raw and Uncut. Roll that third clip.
Do you like the Cowboys' decision? Because you scouted the current quarterback class. You have Jalen Milroe in there, Quinn Ewers, Kyle McCord, all these quarterbacks. You could have just drafted a quarterback in the fifth round.
Joe Milton would be my quarterback for this draft. So without a doubt, you're not in all those three. Shador, Jackson Dart, and Cam Ward, they're all going in the first round. So you pretty much drafted your backup quarterback by trading a fifth-round pick.
Got it.
I like it.
I'll just be honest, man. Listen, if Dak Prescott has a postseason like he's always had, going to that next year, right? Dak, find a realtor. Because Joe Milton got talent, he can play. And I'll say this, y'all laughing and all that. I've seen other quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and they move on from it. Right?
We've seen it happen.
Okay, so.
You've seen a lot of quarterbacks with a lot of money and they move on from them, right? Have you ever seen a team have a $90 million cap hit because they moved on for their quarterback? You know what? Let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all ready for this Raw and Uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. First of all, Cowboys Nation, let me go ahead and state this. If you watched my last video about Joe Milton, I think this was an absolutely great move by Jerry and Stephen Jones. I gotta give Jerry and Stephen Jones props because I'm always on their head whenever they do something wrong, whenever they do something right. I gotta give them props for it. But the Dallas Cowboys were in a market for a backup quarterback, and they were able to attain one who has a year of NFL experience under his belt. The 1 year of NFL experience is worth gold to a lot of teams. But let's keep it a buck, Cowboys Nation. The Dallas Cowboys were going to go into this draft and spend a fifth-round compensatory pick on a rookie quarterback. They're not going to use the first 3 picks because we have way too many one-day needs to worry about drafting a quarterback with one of the 3 picks. That leaves the 5th-round pick. Jerry and Stephen Jones were able to use that 5th-round compensatory pick and got a quarterback who has gotten those first-year jitters out of their system, that has been a part of an offseason with a team, who knows what to expect and has a better chance at navigating the offseason, preseason, into the regular season. Now the coaching staff can spend less time teaching their backup the ropes of the NFL. They can actually spend that time on getting Joe Milton III acclimated to the Dallas Cowboys' Brian Schottenheimer system. Great move by the Dallas Cowboys front office. Now let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Let's go ahead and address Shady. I hate everything that Dak Prescott does, McCoy, and his prediction. Shady, they could have brought Keanu Reeves in as the backup, and you would have came to the exact same conclusion. I mean, it's funny to me that one game's enough to show you that Joe Milton III is here to take Dak Prescott's job. It's too small of a sample size to definitively say that he's good enough to bench Dak Prescott and lead the Dallas Cowboys to a Super Bowl championship or even an NFC championship. What does it show us, Cowboys Nation? It shows us Joe Milton III's potential. This is why I'm hyped about the trade, because this man has the potential to be a great backup. If he becomes a great starter in this league, that's even better. You can't say that it was Joe Milton's play in college because scouts complained about him not playing an NFL-compatible scheme with the Tennessee Volunteers. He may be able to show you his raw talent, but so did Trey Lance, and look where that got us, Cowboys Nation. These words are coming from a person who would rather wish negativity on a person than well wishes, that would rather see a person fail than succeed. I mean, I don't know about you, Cowboys Nation, but I don't go around saying that I wished that Carson Wentz would have got hurt or traded from the Philadelphia Eagles. Life, it has a way of lifing sometimes, if you know what I mean. I don't even hate on Jalen Hurts because I keep it real when I don't involve my emotions when I give my opinion on a team that is other than the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I wasn't the type who hated on Tom Brady because him and the Patriots dominated the 2000s. I'm not the type to hate on Patrick Mahomes because him and the Chiefs dominated. I didn't hate the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl. I mean, did I want them to? No, of course I didn't. But that's not a rivalry thing. That's an NFC East rival thing, and it's nothing personal. Shady, you make it personal. But if you see, I'm not that one-dimensional type of football fan. I understand that there are nuances to this game. I understand that there's a lot of moving parts within a football team and an organization. I understand that there's the front office, then there's the 26 members of the coaching staff, along with the 53 men on the active roster, and it takes every single cog in that machine in order to get the results that you are looking for. The more you put into it, the better your results. That goes for the players as well as the coaches, and more importantly, the front office. The one-dimensional football fan will be told to or put the blame on the team's lack of success on one individual. They'll talk negatively about the same individual and talk about replacing said individual. They will not look at any other pieces that may be to blame for the team's inefficiencies. They get hyper-focused on one player, and that one player gets all of the blame. Yes, the quarterback position is the highest paid position in the NFL, but that doesn't mean that they get all the blame or all the praises for the team. This is a team sport, Cowboys Nation, and when you don't hold the team accountable, you will continue to have the same issues in the future. If you're making one person take responsibility for the rest of your issues, then your other teammates can skirt any type of accountability. The ones who make these situations can escape responsibility because that one player continues to fall on the sword. I think the real reason why Shady McCoy annoys the shit out of me is because he seems like the type that wants a brother to fail and not succeed. He seems like the type that'll be jealous or envious of a person's success, that he will diminish and belittle their accomplishments. He'll talk bad about them just to make himself feel better. That's not how I rock, Angry Cowboys fan family. So what I want this trade for Joe Milton to give our Dallas Cowboys is a couple reliable backup quarterbacks, as well as to give Dak Prescott some competition in that quarterback room. Iron sharpens iron, Cowboys Nation. If Dak Prescott has a backup that can take the reins at any moment, that's a great place for the Dallas Cowboys. I hate when people want to paint it as a negative or treat it as competition, because it's not. There's no reason to put these two men against each other, because it's going to take all of them to achieve what we want them to achieve. But real talk, it takes like Shady McCoy's take that taints Dallas Cowboys fans. Takes like what Stephen A. spews out of his mouth that has some Cowboys fans regurgitating the nonsense. The 3 and 4 letter networks convince these fans that it only takes one player in order to make it to a championship. The sad part about it is that those fans cling on to every single word, and they come to a content creator's comment section to repeat them ad nauseum. But as much as those fans are, Shady McCoy wants to make controversy out of the Dallas Cowboys pickup of a need through trade, I'm going to commend Jerry and Stephen Jones for a trade well done. I'm going to be open to what Joe Milton gives the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to root for Brian Schottenheimer, the coaches, and the players to give us the best possible outcome on the field. And I'm also going to pray that the team stays healthy. I'm not going to make any crazy proclamations and secretly hope for a player's demise just to get my own way. That would be like me wishing for Jalen Tolbert to get hurt so that we could see Jonathan Mingo or something. I expect it from Shady McCoy. I don't expect it from Cowboys Nation. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan. What do you think about what the crew of the facility had to say? Do you think Dak Prescott's time is coming to an end for our Dallas Cowboys? Y'all know how we do it. We always talk about it in the comment section. But if you're digging this content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on this video and please consider sharing it with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan. If you are DC for life and represent every single player on this damn team, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, film breakdown, draft coverage, or Madden 25 or College Football 25 gameplay. I will never, and I do mean never, be the type to wish negativity on another person because they're doing better than I am. I'm all about everybody getting their success, Cowboys Nation. I'm all about everybody finding their success in whatever they choose to do in life. That also goes for me in this content creation space. I will never, ever hate on another content creator for creating. Even if I don't agree with it, at the end of the day, I believe everyone can shine. Shine is not limited to one person, Cowboys Nation, and shine can cover everybody. So y'all continue to shine no matter how dim the haters try to make it out for you. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan Podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.